I'm gonna rip it off. Wait till you see the hairdo I've got under here. 3, 2, 1. Holy, it's been 357 days since we started this journey together, guys, and we've literally done a whole lap around the sun together, growing our hair out. And if that doesn't warrant a virtual high fucking five, I don't know what does. So put it there, mate. For this check-in, instead of taking you guys all around the countryside with me, I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting for this big milestone because, you know, 12 months is pretty big, right? Like, we're here. We're at 12 months. And of course, I am gonna show you my 12-month progress, which is sitting underneath this t-shirt right now. But before I do that, I wanted to take the time to actually reflect on this whole 12-month process, because when I think about the fact that it's been 12 months dedicated to, you know, just doing this alone, like, who frickin' documents growing their hair out? Actually, a lot of people do now, but it's a big commitment, and it certainly is a great investment of time. And for me personally, I think when you invest yourself heavily in something, I think it's important to reflect at some point to see, you know, if what you were hoping to achieve was even achieved, whether it's something you want to keep investing your time into, or just like a good time to review what you've learned along the way, if you have learned anything. So as I'm reflecting on this last 12 months that we've been through together, if you relate to anything that I'm saying and have anything that you want to add to the conversation, feel free to leave your 2 cents in the comments section. So the first thing that pops to mind for me when I reflect on this whole situation of growing my hair long, I think, why the fuck am I doing this again? It takes ages to grow. The hair fall is crazy. People can make fun of how you look during and post growing it. And some girls and guys will no longer find you attractive. That's a fact. And all for what? And really, at the core of all of it, there's actually a few things for me personally. I don't know why I'm like this, but I've always been attracted to rare commodities, all right? So that means if something is rare or unique, or if it's different, I must have it or be it. And of course, the same pattern also spills over into my hair. Hair for me has always been a really expressive tool for me to say exactly who I am or how I'm feeling without needing to say a word. And when I combined that idea with my incessant need to show that I'm a little bit different, that's how I really came to the conclusion of wanting to grow my hair out in the first place. Because when I started all of this YouTube stuff, it was all about undercuts and fades, and not a lot of guys were sporting long hair or talking about it on the internet. So when I saw that opportunity, I went, that's gonna be my point of difference as a creator on this platform. And from there, not only was I able to like find a point of difference, which made me feel good, I was also able to express my creativity with unique hairstyles that I'd never tried before. And then through my first hair growth journey that I did with my undercut, I actually got to connect with people for the first time about something that was cool just for us, i.e. the dialogue that's been going on between you and me for the last 12 months. Which, to be honest, I'd never had that kind of thing before. And then when I step back and look at that, I go, fuck man, it's actually an environment that's allowing me to be exactly who I need to be right now, regardless of what anyone around me has to say. And in a nutshell, long hair for me has actually become a symbol of freedom. If you agree with that point as well, if you feel like long hair is a symbol of freedom for you, now would probably be a great time to smash that thumbs up button. Because to me, that's really what all of this is about. It's a lot deeper than just the aesthetic of having long hair and looking cool. It's like the whole package. I've got all the warm and fuzzies now. But that right there is my biggest reflection so far. But on the opposite side of that, okay? So not having hair or long hair for the first time in a really long time actually allowed space for me to focus on other things that I find important in my life as well. All the hair stuff is great and all of those positives are definitely there and true, but I think there's a point where it can become unhealthy. So if you focus too much on just your hair and how it looks and how you look and image, a lot of other things in your life start to suffer, particularly like your other routines and just general health and well-being. Speaking of routines though, I did just want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Tiege Hanley. They have been a massive contributor in helping me refine all of my grooming over the last few years. The thing I love most about their skincare products is how simple they are to use without compromising results, okay? That's a very key important part. I want things to be easy, but I want to get good results. The level 3 system that I'm now using has a max of 6 products. You've got the Gentle Daily Face wash. You've got the 2 times per week exfoliator scrub, which is my personal favorite. I think I say that every time I talk about Tish. You've got an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 for daily sun protection, a PM moisturizer for nighttime use, and the extras in the level 3 system contain the super serum for firmer skin and improved circulation, and their eye cream to help reduce puffiness and crow's feet. And what's even cooler about the Tish brand is you get a complete step-by-step guide on how to use everything, which simplifies the whole process and makes looking after your skin less of a chore and more of a joy. On the plus side as well, all Tish Hanley members inside the US get free shipping, and there's no lock-in contracts, so you can cancel at any time if you're not happy with your shipment. If you're a guy looking to up your skincare without getting overwhelmed, I'd highly recommend checking Tish Hanley out after watching this video. And if you use the link in my description, you can get started for as little as $30 and you'll get a free gift with your first box. Looking fresh is important. You'll thank me later. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. What I've realized in the last 12 months of growing my hair out. So on top of realizing that long hair is a symbol of freedom for me, and I've probably neglected my self-care a little bit too much in the past because I'm too obsessed with my hair, I've also used this time to fall in love with my natural attributes a little bit more. So I'm not sure how many of you will relate to this, and I reckon it was high school that did this to me, but no one ever really made me feel like my natural wiry curly hair was desirable, if you know what I mean. I don't recall being severely bullied for my hair at school, but I definitely remember what people considered hot and not hot in the school days, okay? And let me tell you, my hair did not match the description of what was considered hot. And I think up until, the last 12 months, I've actually been carrying that narrative in the back of my mind all this time, which is why I always used to get keratin treatments, which is why I was constantly doing how to straighten hair videos and using any kind of product to alter my hair because I just genuinely didn't appreciate what I had. And when I started this whole hair growth journey for the second time round, I made a promise to myself that I was really going to try my best to not only embrace every stage along the way, but embrace my natural hair itself. And believe you me, I've really taken the time and made the effort this time round to understand my natural hair texture and explore a ton of products that actually complement it. And to be honest, as a result, I'm now rocking my natural wild curly hair and I'm fucking proud of it. And I'm not going to be sorry about that. I guess the underlying message to this one takeaway though is, other people's projections on how we look can certainly impact how we feel, but it's actually our own mental dialogue and self-critic that believes those projections that's bringing us down. And by making a conscious effort to look at what I was telling myself about my natural hair and choosing to embrace it because it's naturally what I'm born with, somehow has unlocked another level of freedom that I never knew existed before. It's literally like magic. So on that note in particular, if I could give any strong words of advice to any of you that are also criticizing the fuck out of yourselves for something that you naturally have, it would be to try and observe your mental dialogue just a little bit more to see if you can spot where the negativity comes from and decipher whether it's even true or not. Because I can almost guarantee that a lot of the time, your own critical view of yourself isn't always 100% true. And you deserve to love what your mama gave you, or your dad. I don't know, who did you get your hair from? Okay, so now we've gone deep through all of the emotions that we never thought growing hair could possibly provoke. I think it's time to rip this freaking t-shirt off my head and reveal how far we've come in terms of growth. I do have to backtrack a little bit because I did just give a huge spiel about how I'm now in love with my natural hair. Yet what you're about to see is not my natural hair. I've done it today and I've straightened it for the first time in 12 months, and I did that purposefully because I really wanted to showcase the length that I've been able to grow in this 12-month period, okay? Are you ready to see my hair? I'm gonna rip it off. Wait till you see the hairdo I've got under here. 3, 2, 1. Maybe slow-mo that a little bit. And here we are. I'm actually just gonna go and look in the mirror quickly to make sure I'm happy with it. There we go, that's better. So here's a 360. As for growth progress, this is literally where we're at. If we look at the measurement, we're roughly sitting on 8.1 inches, which is literally about an inch more than last month. So we've had another great month. And my honest thoughts though, if I'm real with you, I actually thought I would have way longer hair by this point based on my first hair growth journey because I was growing like an inch a month, right? But it is what it is. And at least I can say I can tie my hair up. Do you want to see it in a bun? Ready? Kapow! He's back. This is him, my new man bun. And there is no bobby pins, there's no extensions. This is all me. I'm stoked and I cannot be unhappy with this, and even if I didn't grow this much hair in the last 12 months, I'd still be happy because of all the takeaways that I've just shared with you previously in this video. So plain and simple. And from here, I guess I'm just gonna keep growing until, you know, I get a real decent sized man bun. Like, this still is pretty baby right now. And I will be going to get that Eren Yeager layer put in down the bottom here once my bun is finally ready and I can live my Attack on Titan fantasy. God, I can't wait until season 4 part 2 comes out. Oh my god. Woo! But yeah, that's 12 months in the bag, and that's it for check-in number 12, guys. I'm really sorry to switch the format on you so suddenly. I was getting used to doing my little vlog style videos, but as I did mention, I wanted to make this episode a little bit more special, and I wanted to show a little more dimension to what this is all about, as opposed to just, you know, an aesthetic. Because it really is more than that, and I wanted to show my gratitude for all of you guys who have been on me with this journey, and just you showing up here confirms that, you know, I'm in the right spot in my life right now, and I'm so glad to have you by my side. Please take the time to share your experiences and takeaways over the last 12 months in the comment section. It doesn't matter if you ended up cutting your hair prematurely, or if you're still growing strong. I'd love to hear from you, because if you're here, you're obviously still invested in the journey, and I'm going to be reading and responding to all your comments today. There ain't no waiting. It's happening today. If you haven't joined the Man Buns and Mains group yet, it is still thriving. We've still got a lot of guys over there growing their hair out. It's a really great time. It's another one of those things I'm really just grateful to have, essentially. It's another way that I can connect and, you know, feel like I'm a part of something. And if you want to join, the link to that will be in the description box for you, okay? With that said, I look forward to seeing you for the next part of the journey. Grow long and prosper, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!